You know what I mean? Listen to what they saying. Don't just bob your head to the beat. Peep the game.
What's happening? What's happening to all my signs are for the conscious mind folks out there? You did. Welcome to another episode, another day, another episode, new topic, or just the same topic, just going into depth. Today we are talking about frequencies, energies, light waves, light spectrum. We are talking about you. And we talking about me, because we in this together, baby. First of all, what have I always told y'all? We are energy. Energy, energy, energy. Matter. Particles, light wave. You dig? You are a ball of energy, particles, matter that is so dense that you look physical. So with that being said, are you really a spiritual being having a human experience, or are you just a dense ass spirit living on a 3D, you know what I'm saying, plane to have an experience? You feel me? Because you are multidimensional. 3D is a form of multidimensional because there's 3. That means multi. D means dimension. So, you know, and then a little word lesson in etymology. In etymology, the word die, as in somebody passed away, the word die means split into 2. So the dense body, the light body, splits into 2. Nobody really dies. They just split and they go to another dimension. Energy is not destroyed. It's transformed or transferred. Energy is not destroyed. It is transformed or transferred. So since we are energy, multidimensional beings, how old are you really? How long have you been here really? How many times have you reincarnated? How many lessons have you learned? Do you know you picked your family before you even got here? Do you know you picked your obstacles and situations and your goals and dreams before you got here? Hey, but once you get that understanding, then this video will make sense. We are talking about frequencies, and this is for the sheep who keep thinking that music do not influence you or your kids, because you are energy. Energy is frequencies. Frequencies is vibrations. This is why you always be like, I'm trying to catch a vibe. I'm trying to vibe out. Just ride and vibe. Vibrations. You trying to vibrate with somebody. You feel me? You trying to be in rhythm with that person. You trying to be in sync. You trying to be on the same accord. The same unity frequency, 144 hertz, unity consciousness. Signs are for the conscious mind. I ain't want to make this intro too lengthy. I just want to break down and let y'all know what we about to talk about today. Welcome to my channel, to the new subscribers, those who been here. I salute y'all. I appreciate the support. Keep sticking with your boy. I'm going to keep speaking this truth, bruh. No matter what is in me. No matter how many people listen, no matter how many people don't listen, I'm going to keep speaking. Because eventually the message will get heard. If it's not already being heard. You dig? Signs for the conscious mind. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I keep dropping these dope discussions. Let's get into it. I ain't gonna hold y'all up.
Music is frequency programming. Music is frequency. What frequency are you being fed? If I play with those frequencies, right, I can target certain parts of the mind, target the frequency to go to certain parts of the mind, and I can literally, if I want you to astral project, or if I want you to go to sleep, or if I want you to go into a meditative state, I can make my music do that.
The brain processes information electrically. It communicates with the cellular structure electrically, and it operates within a certain band of frequency. If you can broadcast frequencies carrying information, this technology has long been known, carrying information and perceptions within the frequency that the brain decodes information, the brain will decode those frequencies.
Get that 40. But there you go. Step 1, or topic 101. Your brain decodes frequencies. Duh. Y'all didn't know that? Your right brain is where your divine community live at. For real. Your right brain controls everything divine. I promise you. I'm gonna show you later on in this video. But your right brain, that's where your divine community stay at. Those who are left-handed, like me, we use our right side of our brain. Is it the right side of the brain that controls creativity, imagination, divineness? Hey, signs are for the conscious mind. Y'all gonna get this work. This is why I don't listen to the radio. Radio is short for radio wave, bruh. Simple as that. Radio is short for radio wave. Do you know why they keep playing the same song over and over and over and over and over on the radio? Y'all ever been around like, damn, bro, I listened to this song was on the last channel. Or like, damn, they keep playing the fuck out this song. The fuck they doing that? It's programming. 9 times out of 10, you got your kids in the car with you riding, listening to that shit. Just because it ain't programming you, your kids is soaking up shit like a sponge in the back seat. Just because you think your kids is young, y'all think kids can't comprehend, but your kids have their imagination and their divine community and their creativity is way surpass your shit because they fresh. You been here. You're tainted already. You already been tainted. You feel me? Y'all ain't never noticed in the different eras as the music changed, the people changed. When our parents and grandparents was growing up, the music was on love, Earth, Wind and Fire, Isley Brothers, the Gap Band, Aretha Franklin, all that soulful love music, James Brown, you feel me? Jimi Hendrix, all that shit, Marvin Gaye, Al Green. It was all on love. A lot of us was conceived off of those songs on love. Then it went to the hippie stage when you had all the hippie music and everybody wanted to smoke weed and shit. Then you went to the rock and roll, you feel me? The rebellion and all that. Then you had the 80s rap that was talking about enlightenment and all of that stuff like that. You feel me? And everybody was woke and reading books and doing all that shit. And then when you get to the 90s, you got gangster rap, 440 hertz. Gangster rap. Then from gangster rap, you got trap music. And everybody wanted to be a trapper. At first, everybody wanted to be a gangster. Then everybody wanted to be a trapper. Now, you got this drug abuse usage culture and everybody's doing drugs. Y'all not seeing the correlations? I do. I've been in the clubs when I was young. When they played 3 6 Mafia, tear the club up. Niggas was ready to fight. Crime Mob, Knuck If You Buck. Niggas is ready to fight. When Juvenile played Cash Money taking over for the 99 2000, all y'all instantly start shaking your ass to the frequency of the beat. You still think music don't influence you? I'm about to wake you up. I got more video clips. We about to get deep into this shit. I told you all of this shit is tied in together. It's not a conspiracy theory. This is conspiracy facts. Everything is tied into one big ass plot, plan, scheme, conspiracy. Science for the conscious mind. Let's go to the next clip.
How can they be talking about what they, all this, the hood, blah, 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 blah. They don't care about our communities. You know what I mean? Listen to the words that people say in their lyrics and tell me if that's some real if that's real to you. You know what I mean? Listen to what they saying. Don't just bob your head to the beat. Peep the game. And listen to what I'm saying and hold us accountable for it.
The reality is that where we now play our music is in A440. Where did that come from? It used to be 417. A440 came in with the Roman Catholic Church. They suppressed the frequencies. They lost somehow the 152 of the best Gregorian chants, including the hymn to St. John the Baptist, which we've now recovered, then that particular hymn was what triggered Dr. Palaio's investigation, looking for those frequencies of vibration by which the music was played. It was known as the most uplifting hymn of all the ages, the most spiritually uplifting hymn. Hymn to St. John the Baptist. It was played to 6 tones. These are those 6 tones. These are those 6 frequencies. And so the A440 is what now is the standard tuning. If you go A439, you're closer to one of the Creator's tones. If you go A441, you're closer to one of the Creator's original tones. That's how precisely it has been manipulated. To do what? To shut down the 95% of your brain, particularly the right brain that operates the heart-mind to the divine human community.
Yeah, as y'all see, shuts down the right side of your brain, 95% of your brain. They say we only use 5% of our brain. That's because they just shut off the other 95% of our brain using frequency waves. They're blocking it. The right side of your brain controls holistic perception. This is why people can't grasp holistic healing. They rather go down to the pharmacy and go get that drug. It's crazy because, see, this is how I know people right side of their brain is fucked up. You heard me? And the left side is fucked up too. I'm going to touch on the left side in a minute. But the right side, you can tell it's fucked up because people look at somebody on the streets selling Xanax bars and tabs and Perkies and all that type of shit. And there's like, man, you selling your people that poison and shit like that. But them same people will go down to the pharmacy at CVS and Walgreens and go fill a prescription of that same shit. And then when you tell them about holistic healing, they can't wrap their mind around it because now they are addicted to that drug that they just got from their trap house called CVS and Walgreens. Man, this shit, all this shit connected, bro. All this shit's deep. This is why a lot of people can't grasp a lot of shit. The right side of their brain is dying. What do I always tell y'all? Your brain and your mind is a muscle. If you do not exercise it, if you do not use it, you lose it. So, by your right side of your brain being cut off, which means that you just don't have no control, you're operating subconsciously from your right side of your brain. This is why everything is wild, from your emotions to random thoughts and overthinking and all that type of shit. This is why your intuition be off most of the time. It's because it's not balanced up here. It's not balanced up here. You're operating subconsciously with your right side of your brain. You did? Man, look. Look, man. That shit. People are losing their mind. They're losing the right side of their brain. Slowly, your right side of your brain is dying out. You ain't got to worry about the left side of your brain because you fucking that up anyways by overindulging in alcohol and overindulging in drugs such as lean and bars and all that other shit and what else? The food you eat and all that other shit like that. That fluoride and the chemicals and the chemtrails and shit like that that's being sprayed, that's your left side of your brain getting fucked up. The music, the radio waves, the frequencies, the microwaves, and anything that's dealing with wavelengths and frequencies and shit, it's your right side of your brain. So now they hitting you from the air and chemicals, boom. They hitting you with the radio and frequencies, boom. And all together, people are becoming dumbed down. And the word dumbed down just means that you're becoming brain dead slowly. And this is why a lot of people, when they get old, when they reach old age, they start getting dementia. They start getting Alzheimer's. They start getting all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Besides the heavy metals that's being ingested and going to your brain and causing that, you not working out your muscle in your brain is also causing that. Signs are for the conscious mind. signs are for the conscious mind. Just keep this video going, you heard me?
Some decades ago, there was a guy who worked out the frequencies of different emotional states. This is long ago. I mean, it's very, very sophisticated now. So every thought, every emotional response is a frequency. It generates a frequency, and it is of itself a frequency. Hate is a frequency, and it's different to love. You know, when you are in a room and there's lots of aggression and conflict and hatred, you feel it. What do people say? Oh God, you can cut the atmosphere with a knife in there. That is because the frequencies of hate and conflict have been so generated, they have changed the electromagnetic field of the room.
When you go drive in your car and your channel on the radio is tuned to a station and you're grooving to the music, you love that music. As you get farther and farther away from the broadcasting tower, that music gets static. You start to lose the signal from the clear channel, broadcast, and it gets staticky. When it gets staticky, you get a little annoyed. But you want to listen to it. You really have a heart for that music. So you continue to listen to it for another 10, 15 miles, and suddenly it becomes so annoying that you just get disgusted. You go, and you shut it off. And if you continue to listen to it, you get sick. That's what we're talking about here. Except you don't even know that you've been listening to the static your whole life.
So now we're going to touch into the ringing of the ears. You ever know why your ears is ringing? You know that ringing sound is a high-pitched frequency that's trying to tune in to you? You ever got in your car? Those of you who got Bluetooth and shit hooked up to your car, you ever got inside your car? And before you hooked up your phone and shit to the Bluetooth, you ever heard a high-pitched sound? Like you could turn the knob up a little bit and you hear a high-pitched sound? If you haven't, go try it out. If you have and you know what I'm talking about, this is the same shit that's going on in your ears. The ringing in your ears, there's a frequency out here that's trying to tune in to you. It's trying to get you to tune into the same frequency that's in. It's trying to tune in, just like how you turn the dial on the station and you all that stuff. You are energy. You are frequency. You are vibrations. You are a light spectrum. You are a multi-dimensional being. There's other beings in other dimensions that's trying to communicate with you. And only way that they can communicate is through frequencies. Y'all ever checked out that movie called White Noise? If you haven't, go check it out. Or is it a TV show? It's either a TV show or a movie, and it's called White Noise. Check it out. You feel me? Like, your electromagnetic field, your aura, whatever, it is so strong that it affects everything else around you that's dealing with electricity. Like, some of y'all have been inside y'all house and y'all vibrated so hard or on a high frequency that y'all lights start flickering, and you be like, damn, man, what the fuck wrong with my lights, man? I gotta get that shit fixed. The whole time it's you vibrating high and you don't even know it. Or an ancestor or something is trying to get your attention. Have you ever had your cell phone like you sit your phone down? That bitch do not ring, no text message, no nothing come in. But as soon as you grab it, as soon as you touch it and you grab it, that's when all the notifications start coming in. Bling, 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 do-do-do-do-do, bling, boop, 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 bling, bling, bling. Then phone calls start coming in. Text messages, clink, clink, clink. You did that. Your electromagnetic field activated it. Believe me or not, but that's what it is. Sometimes shit don't work unless it gets in your electromagnetic field. Sometimes shit fuck up because of your electromagnetic field. Boy, we are so powerful, and we don't even know it. Frequencies, music. Music was the #1 programming when they learned about frequencies. You feel me? It's called a program for a reason. Program. They're programming you. They're programming you. It's called a program for a reason. When you go to school, it's a program. It's a program. And it's a system. When you cut on the TV, it's a television program. Television program. Telling lies to your vision and programming you. When you go to church, what the pastor say? Can you pass around the programs? You're being programmed. And I'm not talking bad about church, but I'm just letting y'all know how you getting programmed, and it's plain in sight. They telling you. You just, okay, yeah. Because your right side of your brain is shut off. Your intuition is shut off. You just, oh yeah, program, agenda, yep. Come on, man. Science for the Conscious Mind. I got like 2 more video clips I'm gonna post, and then I'm gonna wrap this shit up. You did? But it's time to stop being sheep, bro. Frequencies do influence you. Science for the Conscious Mind. I'm gonna keep saying that. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell if this resonates with your soul.
You don't even know what the true resonant frequency is because it has been kept from you.
Of course, to really be effective, we need to use the proper words and phrases, scientifically selected. But that gives you the basic idea. We embed messages just below the threshold of perception, so they can go directly into the subconscious.
They can play across a community these frequencies without anyone knowing, and it starts to have an effect, and it starts to build rage, it starts to build anger, and people might not realize why they're feeling it, but they start feeling. And then what they do is they trigger that with an event. Maybe some guy is attacked by the police or something, or somebody's arrested for something they didn't commit, and now there's the trigger. The blue touch paper's been lit of this manufactured frequency-driven rage, and you have mass riots and what have you, and people do things that they wouldn't normally do.
So in other words, the master composer, master conductor of the Universal Orchestra is singing love songs in 5/8, uplifting everything simultaneously. And we're the only species out of tune and accepting static for the clear channel.
Do you know that the American military, they've admitted this, they have technology that fires frequencies at the enemy that basically breaks the enemy's spirit, so they give up and put their weapons down. This is the technology we're dealing with.
Alright, here we go. That was the last video clip. Time to wrap it up, you feel me? Now, just like that anonymous dude was saying, in order to make this work right, we have to put the exact phrases with the exact words with the exact frequencies. Why? Like I told y'all, the English language is nothing but spells. It is full of spells. When people tell you to speak proper grammar, grammar comes from the word grimoires. Grimoires is a book that witches and warlocks kept their spells in. So they tell you to speak proper grimoires, speak proper spelling, speak properly. English is a language full of spells. So when you get spells plus frequency equals brainwash, influence, casting spells. That's why it's called broadcasting. They're broadly casting spells. And it's not just music, it's movies that operates on frequencies, TV shows, frequencies, people, peer pressure influences, frequencies. video games, frequencies, broadcasting. They're broadly casting spells using frequency and energy, because words is nothing but energy, frequencies. Why you think words hurt? You can cut people with your words. Be careful of what you say. Be mindful of what you say. Why you think it's called curse words? Why you think you're cursing people out? Curse words. Curse is a hex. English language is spells. Spells plus frequencies equals broadcasting spells. Sounds for the conscious mind, man. I hope y'all liked the video. This video was about frequencies and how music and radio waves and wavelengths and all that affects your brain, affects you, and influence your kids and everything. And a lot of parents out there who is so egotistical, you will be like, that's why you need to parent your kid. Do you know your kid, when that kid is not around you and they with their friends, they are being influenced and peer pressure just because they don't listen to that shit with you or watch that shit with you? That don't mean they ain't watching that shit with their partners and their homegirls. That don't mean they ain't watching that shit with their grandmamas that you be leaving your kids with on the weekend. That don't mean that they not watching that shit on their own. Because it ain't no parental controls on none of these TVs and devices that y'all have. And then if there are parental controls, y'all don't know what to control, what to put the parental control on. Because cartoons, some cartoons out here, if not all of them, are also toxic. And they also program your kids, and they also operate off frequencies. There's a lot of cartoons that have a gay agenda on there, and it's a frequency. And it can influence kids. There's no way a kid can know that they are gay before they are 16 years old. I'm not hearing none of that shit. There's no way, bruh. There's no way. At 10 years old, men aren't even sexually active. At 10 years old, women aren't even sexually active. So if you're not sexually active, then how would you even know that you're gay? Because you haven't even committed the gay act or even tried the gay act because you're not sexually active. So if there's a kid that's that's under the age of sexual maturity, when they become sexual active, there's a kid that's under that age who's saying that they're gay and all of this shit, excuse the language, but who's saying that they're gay and all this shit, you need to check on that kid. Because there's no way in hell a 10-year-old is sexually active to even know that they're gay. Somebody's touching that child. My lost sheep. My lost sheep. I'm coming for y'all, though. I'm coming for y'all. I'm coming for y'all. Signs for the conscious mind. Enjoy y'all day. Stay blessed. Stay positive. Stay operating on a high frequency. Stay operating on love. Stay operating on gratefulness. Start operating on gratitude. Start operating on appreciativeness. Start operating on abundance. Start operating on prosperness. Start operating on getting your health together. Start operating on a lot of stuff, man. That's just positive. Just stay positive. Operate high. Change your thinking. Kill the nigga inside of you. Kill the bad bitch inside of you. And rise to your greatness. Rise to the godhood and the goddesshood. The high priestesshood. The high priesthood. Rise, my people. Rise. 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 We are in this condition because we are not rising. We are not rising. Rise. Wake up. Wake up. You've been asleep too long. You've been asleep so long, we think that you in a coma. Wake up, bruh. If you in a coma, hey, we might have to pull that plug and go try and save somebody else. But wake up. Wake up. Hey. Science for the conscious mind, man.